Hey everybody, welcome to the Just Saying podcast number 15, and today I have two special guests. That would be Nicky and Mocha from Tea Time. How y'all doing today?
What's up, baby?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to have y'all because y'all been with me since the beginning.
Oh yeah.
We haven't we? Go way back.
Yes, oh my god, what was it? I think you were my second or third video when I was doing that dumb DIY channel.
You did like the DIY channel. It was amazing.
I made things pretty, damn it. I made things pretty.
You did.
You did. Super dedicated.
I
you
still
got
have
some
those.
angel wings
Yep.
that you made.
Yes.
I still have those things too. I still have the angel wings.
Very pretty.
So, just in case my audience, why wouldn't they know you? You're not in if they don't know you. But just in case they don't know you, why don't you let them know what y'all do on your channel? And just to let you guys know, these two are best friends. They've been best friends since they were in the womb, it seems like. Just saying. But yeah, go ahead and let them know what y'all do on your channel.
Well, guys, we are Nicky and Mocha of It's Tea Time. Our tagline is we are YouTube best friends who, we basically drink drinks and talk shit.
Yes.
That's the truth. That's the truth. And what genre do y'all do? Do y'all do just the makeup drama? Because I've noticed that y'all have starting to span out a little bit past that.
We try to. Yeah, we definitely try to. We mainly cover what's happening in the beauty community, all the drama, but we try to cover celebrity gossip every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We definitely get sucked into things that entertain us, and we're just like, let's see if the audience is entertained as we are by this. So, we kind of do whatever calls us. Gossip has no, we don't pull any punches. If it's worth talking about, we'll definitely cover it.
Well, just to let the audience know, these two can throw shade like no other. I'm telling you now, Mocha will just shimmy her way right to reading somebody, and Nicky will sit there and tell him exactly how he feels, and he does not give a shit. That is the truth. So y'all, so how long have y'all known each other?
Oh gosh.
Since second grade.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Mocha, you've been dealing with him since second grade.
I have.
A little back, we went to the same elementary school together, but I wouldn't say that we were exactly friends.
Yeah.
Until the summer after graduation. So we knew each other. We were aware of one another's presence, but there was definitely no budding friendship, I will say.
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems like there was a lot of shade thrown when y'all were younger.
Just a little.
Oh my god. So the one thing I love about y'all's channel is when you sit there in front of the camera and you talk to your audience. You're literally talking to your audience. It's not like you're just reporting something, and it's almost just like we're sitting in the living room and y'all just telling exactly how y'all feel about something.
Thank you.
I do.
You.
I love it.
We went through a couple, channels always go through a growth and different periods, and we're absolutely no different. Starting out, we had a very different formula. It's changed and evolved over the years. So yeah, we just try to come on and talk and engage with the audience and get thoughts and opinions and give ours, and then call it a day.
Yes. So speaking of thoughts and opinions, what the hell is Trisha Paytas out here doing?
Acting a damn fool.
Every day of the week.
Acting a fool.
Well, right now she's trying to keep the rent paid.
Oh,
what she's doing right now.
I heard about that.
Everything she owns, honey.
I heard about that. Okay, so now I heard that she was complaining. I listened to y'all's video, and I listened to I believe Peter Mon's video about it, because of course he's having a heyday.
We love Peter.
I love Peter Mon. Period.
Yeah.
He showed up in one of my chats one day, and I was like, oh my god! I started getting starstruck.
I fucking love Peter so much.
I love Peter Mon. But she was talking about like the wedding in L.A. like busted her or something.
Oh yeah, she's in debt, honey, from that wedding in LA. She is in the red, hun.
Oh my god! So now she's selling stuff.
She's selling her costume jewelry. She's like selling for like $2,000
for costume jewelry. Could you imagine?
And she's selling like some car that she has. It looks like beat up car. She's selling.
It's her party on friends. It's like a grand something.
We don't know anything about cars.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So like she's getting down to the point where you know Jeffree Star was in the same boat as her not too long ago. You know, picking up the household items and selling them on these online boutiques. That's how you know the money trouble started.
Yeah. Yeah.
And oh god, what was it? I remember Peter saying something that she had a wedding at the where the Hare Krishna temple or something. How many weddings have she had?
I think she wants to have like a lot. I think so far she's had 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
She had the LA wedding, which was horrible in my opinion. The way it looked, it was just like, girl, you spent $500,000 on that.
You could have gave me that, and I would have, child. We could have went to town. Had a little bit left over. Like, oh, okay.
Not gonna lie, I probably could have. I probably could have whipped up a better wedding for like $15,000. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
You can tell she don't have no family from the hood, because you know what? We would have threw it together, had a little barbecue in the backyard. Homie, we could have saved you a whole lot of coin.
She had one in Hawaii. I think that was a recent one.
Which was problematic in itself, because if you remember when Trisha was on her redemption arc, she really this is how YouTubers get caught up, right? Because I think the well-intentioned YouTubers generally do pretty good. You know, everybody makes slips and falls, but there's like a certain personality, like a certain type of YouTuber that will like read the pulse of what the room is like saying and feeling, and they will kind of jump on that bandwagon without really having those same sentiments themselves, but they're just right. They're just
Okay, Mocha. Shots fired.
But they're just doing whatever it takes, right? To like, you know, to get the gold star for the day. And so back in the day when she was on her sort of redemption arc, which is a word that we should probably retire it pretty soon. I feel like it's been like driven into the ground. It's got no life. There's very little tread left on those tires. But she was just basically going on and complaining about like how people are traveling during a pandemic and it's unnecessary travel and these people are murderers. And it's just like, okay, girl, well, this Hawaiian wedding, let's talk about it. Because that's definitely travel.
It definitely is.
And the locals have definitely requested that people stop visiting.
They sure did, didn't they? They said, y'all, quit coming here.
No, they really have.
But here you are having this cringe-tastic wedding where, you know, you're filming. It looks like your husband doesn't even want to kiss you. I'm just saying, if we're putting it out there, let's fucking put it out there.
They're always so awkward together.
I've seen more chemistry in 7th grade class.
Stop.
Than those two have, and I don't understand what they're doing.
Okay, so here's my theory. All right, we're going to do a Xylie Spiracy here for a second. Okay. First of all, why are you marrying the same man 3 times?
Okay.
Makes no damn sense. Are they really married, or is
People
this
are
just
saying
for
that
show?
they're not, but she had to like go on her Twitter and like show the certificates, the wedding papers or whatever, and then people was like, "Oh, honey, you forged them."
Right?
Oh no! Well, of course they're going to do that because I mean she's so damn problematic. Even when she's telling the truth, people are going to think she's lying.
No.
Her lies are pathological at this point.
She is a pathological liar. I know she is. I know she is. It's just
said it.
It's just why 3 weddings? I don't understand. Just do one good one. I mean that's all you need. What's
she's had 3 and not one of them has been good yet.
Stop. Be nice, damn it now. Be nice. Be nice. No, and now she's like switching religions. Like people change their underwear. Like, what is she, Wiccan now or something? What is she now? She a witch?
The Wiccan community they're not happy with her. They're like, she like put on that black wig and that black lipstick. Like, girl, you go to bed, honey. The Wiccans are like, honey.
Oh, I
Right?
heard the TikTok Wiccans are mad at
Oh, yeah.
her.
Coming for her. Good reason.
And I can think of like, you don't want to piss them off.
Mm-mm.
It's just like the thing. Why would you should probably leave them alone.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know I would. I'm just saying, I mean, they are a group of people I do not want to piss off.
Exactly. Love, peace, you do you, I'll do me. We can all coexist here. There ain't no problems, baby. Ain't no problems. But the last thing I want, because I was just gonna make a joke, but I don't know if it would land. But I was just gonna say I saw The Craft. Okay,
Right?
I'm not fucking with it.
Right? No,
I'm
no, because you are not going to come out like the Good Witch was in that one. I'm just saying, you are not going to come out on top like she did. No,
Right.
it's just.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just, it seems like right now she's more desperate. It seems like to me right now she's more desperate for attention than she's ever been.
Yeah.
Well, she's broke.
God, I mean, I don't know. Like,
You.
do you really think she's broke though?
She's probably like LA broke. LA broke is like you still have like a couple 100,000, but that ain't gonna last you very long.
Well, that's true.
I saw a statistic somewhere, and it was like to live in LA, you need X amount of money, and it was like a ridiculous figure. I think it was in the thousands, and I was just like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
So LA broke is like rich to us.
You know what I'm saying?
We're like, we're living good.
Shoot. Let me make 6 figures. My life will be changed. I'm just saying. That's just 6 figures, let alone more than that. Oh my God.
LA is the one place you can make 6 figures and just be doing okay.
Scraping the bottom.
Like, I'm doing all right.
Oh, So then we have Mr. Jeffree Star. Now, I have to admit, I did not watch that video he put out.
Oh, who did?
He had to like make clickbait title for people to watch it.
Yeah.
What was the video about?
Him and his fucking yaks, babes. The yaks, darling. That's his new shtick.
Explain like where he's been or whatever.
Not that anybody asked.
No one cares.
Oh, no one really cares. He's our favorite supervillain of the beauty community. Just saying.
He got kicked out of LA. He's on that yak ranch.
I think the saddest thing is like Jeffree is a person who is so naturally talented at a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, makeup is probably one of the things that he's least talented at, if I'm just gonna be perfectly honest.
Yeah, he's not like the best makeup.
Yeah, but he's good with like imagery and really sort of like driving a brand, putting himself out there.
Mm-hmm.
If he could just hone that power in a more positive way and also not be like intentionally offensive. But I figure it's probably hard for him because there was this unique time period between like, I want to say 2008 to like 14, 13, where that really, it paid off, like people were just like, oh my God, he didn't just say that. Did he really just say that?
Yeah.
And it would pay off in a major way. And I just think we're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And when your only talents are kind of like steeped in being outrageous and sort of manipulating and conniving.
Oh, honey. Yeah, that's his talent of his own that he has.
Which I think, you can always use your powers for good and for bad. And so, like, manipulation is just, I think it gets, like, a bad way.
Mm.
But, like, manipulation is just a tool that you use to meet an end. And you could use it you could be positive about it. You can get people to come to positive realizations about themselves, and you can encourage them to be better people. And you can use it to really better the world that you live in. Or you could use it to sell shitty fucking makeup and fucking buy yak farms. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but like whenever I used to buy the makeup, no, it was good. Now, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. But let's also think about though, like, just if we take a look at the social landscape during the time, like Jeffree Star's reign was definitely one of terror. He was not.
Definitely. Like, he put fear into people, like, in the beauty community.
Yeah.
He was, like, the villain in the beauty community. He, like,
I always picture it like you could be like Princess Diana who like led with love, or you could be like, I don't know,
Donald Trump.
Right, who leads with fear. And Jeffrey definitely chose to lead with fear. And I always tell people, when you choose fear, the impacts aren't lasting, and you brew a lot of resentment.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get people to do what you're saying as long as you're very strong and as long as you're always in the room with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the minute you leave, should you choose to lead with fear, the minute you leave the room or the minute they sense that you've become weak, they'll fucking cannibalize you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, one thing that Sharita brought to my attention when I interviewed her. Yes. She was supposed to be my first person on the podcast, but, you know, she had some personal issues going on and stuff like that. But I eventually got her on the podcast. And one thing she pointed out to me that I never put two and two together, because I wasn't really that deep into because, I mean, I don't really wear makeup and stuff like that. Yeah, see, exactly. One thing that she pointed out to me that I didn't realize is every single drama in the beauty community, Jeffree Star was a part of.
Yes. No, that is totally true. He definitely was.
I never realized that before, and I was like, oh my God, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, one thing I've always said about him is that Jeffree Star is an amazing businessman.
Yes, he definitely is.
He is an amazing businessman. It's just, but listen. Yes, people are over the shit, all right? Started like 2019 to 2020, okay? The whole negative publicity is still good publicity. That don't work anymore.
No.
Where before, like what you were describing, Nikki, where before it worked for him, it doesn't work anymore. People are just completely over the shit. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
Yeah. I feel like, too, like, sort of, we're in a climate where you have to be very careful and very strategic. And I think as far as, you know, entertainers, or I'll say entertainment, because, you know, Jeffrey's an image, a brand in and of itself.
Yeah.
He definitely has a particular brand. He could be marketed to certain people, and he's always going to find success with those certain people.
Yeah.
I think we're in a day and age where it is very dangerous to be the face of any brand. Because you are tying your existence and your profits to your behavior as an individual.
That is true.
And right now, in the current climate, that's fucking dangerous.
Oh, it is.
Especially for people who are of a certain age, if you are anywhere between, I'm going to say, 24 and 50, 55, there's some shit that we're just now coming to the realization of as a collective that isn't appropriate, and it never has been. Okay. But there's so much shit that we all let slide, probably because it was just oh no, that's acceptable.
Yeah, that's the norm.
Like, that's the norm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone within that age group sort of has those things, and it's just like, baby, don't tie your fucking brand to that shit.
No, don't.
And a lot of times what it goes into, especially with these bigger names, is especially with YouTube, it's so dangerous, because what I tell people all the time is, you know, old school marketing, or the old school idea of it was the brand, the people at the top are pushing this image out to folks. And those folks are being, by way of marketing, by way of branding, are being really sold on a thought or idea, and they don't really have a voice. They're being told what's sexy. They're being told what's in. They're being told what's popular. Mm-hmm. And either you're going to buy it and get on board, or else you're going to be left sitting over at the lunch table by yourself.
Yeah.
YouTube has been sort of the great equalizer in all of that, and it's sort of taken that away and said, no, every man gets a voice. Every man gets an opinion. Yeah. Everyone counts. And so I think, especially with people, you know, of Jeffrey's age,
70,
right?
That's right. He's older than I am, damn it.
And they forget that, you know, they're in a space where you can no longer be elitist. You can't say, well, I've made my money and now I'm going to do whatever I want and behave however I want to behave, because you forgot that most of your audience is on a platform where they appreciate the fact that they have a voice and they finally get to exercise that voice. Mm-hmm. And they have no problem with exercising it against you.
Oh, they surely don't. They surely don't. And I have learned that on a personal note, just saying. They surely don't. No, but that makes sense because, again, I think this changed with the panini that we have been in. People are over it. They're like, look, now if you don't act right, we don't want to buy your shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
it's a slippery slope.
It is. It's like, I mean, you know, look at James Charles. I mean, he's not really doing the thing anymore, you know?
No, not at all.
No, and I can see how it could be sort of difficult because behaviors are so like subjective now, right? It's what is acting right to me? What is acting right to you? What is acting right to certain people? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so it's a little bit different, especially when you have like very, I'm going to say, polarizing folks like Jeffrey, because let's be honest, everyone loved Roseanne Barr. For the kids at home, Roseanne had this show named Roseanne.
Yes. It was a good show. It was a good show. And it was a good show, and they actually hit topics that people weren't talking about at the time.
Yeah.
And people loved it. And what landed with folks was authenticity. So when we talk about Jeffree Star, he's nothing or was nothing. We'll get to that later. He was nothing if not authentic. Always authentic, right?
Right.
But now we're in an environment where people can vocalize, well, I don't like your authenticity.
Yeah.
I don't like how you express that. I don't like you being who you are.
You're a shitty person.
You're a shitty person,
yeah.
You know? Where before, that kind of got drowned out a lot by, oh, no, that's the end thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Especially back in the day with people like Shane Dawson. Like, when Shane Dawson first hit the scene, like, I would never say that he was authentic, but he was definitely, like, edgy and pushing the envelope and so enjoyable that some of the things that he was saying and doing, like, because of the times, like, flew under the radar.
Yeah. Definitely does.
Like, you didn't even know that you were enjoying something that was majorly fucking inappropriate.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what? We can say that about a lot of, like, TV shows that we watched back then, too, and cartoons that we... Like, I watch some cartoons now, and I'm like, wait a minute. How did my mother let me watch this?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How in the hell did my mother let me watch this? This is not right. What the hell?
And so what happens when you have people like Jeffree Star, who's always been authentic and has enjoyed a lot of success by being authentic, or your Roseanne Barr, who has always been just authentic, enjoyed a lot of success by being authentic. So they, you know, as humans, we do what works, right?
Yeah.
And they keep pushing the envelope and pushing the envelope and pushing the envelope. And then one day, Roseanne loses her show. She gets kicked off. They rename the entire show. It is still on air and very successful.
It's very good.
Yes, I love that show.
I looked at the ABC numbers the other day, and Roseanne is number 4 or 5, just beneath Abbott Elementary for ratings for ABC.
Connors.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. The Connors. They renamed it the Connors.
Yep.
Right. So, I mean, every loss isn't a loss.
Yeah.
And so all that's to kind of say, if you're one of those people who like has enjoyed a lot of success because of their authenticity, you might be, your ego might drive you to stake the claim of your brand behind that authenticity. But I'd be scared.
I mean, I feel like he's trying to change his image now. Like, he's not authentic anymore. He's trying to be like this nice guy, in quotation marks. And it's like, honey, we know that you're not.
Right.
He's trying to.
At what point, though, like, is he going to drive his audience? Because his core audience, the people who are going to support him no matter what, they show up for that Jeffree Star.
Uh-huh.
They don't show up for this sort of neutralized, okay for everybody Jeffree Star. So I would love to hear some of the voice of the people who are ride or die Jeffree Star fans and loved him for who he was. And what do they think now that he's clearly being something different?
He put out a video, a recent one, because I guess he's like doing like new makeup, like testing makeup now, whatever.
Right.
I haven't watched it yet, but
no one has.
I'm very interested to see, like, is he trying to be like this whole like Mother Teresa, or is he being like? I'm curious to see.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
So basically, what you're saying is he's trying to fake the punk now.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, definitely.
And you know what? Like, it's something that I think as human beings we always have to be able to empathize with the situation. It doesn't mean that you like it. Doesn't mean that you condone it. It means sometimes to understand another human being, you need to be able to put yourself in their shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm trying to empathize with where he's coming from, I'm like, oh, okay, I see where you're going. You ain't making the money you once were.
No, because his stuff's not selling. His stuff's not selling like it used to. And he's not even ordering the quantities that he used to sell.
And so
you had to sit there and like wait and like keep refreshing your computer to get his products. But now, honey, it just sits there like no one's buying it.
And so I think what he's doing, he's like, well, homie got bills to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I better do something.
To buy.
I got yaks to buy. I got mouths to feed. So what do you want me to be? It's kind of a sad situation for him, but you know, he kind of brought it on himself.
I'm not going to lie, though. I am jealous about those yaks, because as soon as I saw those yaks, I'm like, okay, my husband wants to stick me on a farm anyway. We're getting yaks. We're getting yaks, and I'm going to get my alpacas, and they're going to be best friends. Because those yaks are adorable to me. Adorable.
They're really cute, the baby ones.
I know.
They're adorable, but then they grow up and they're kind of like, ugh. What's that?
Mocha. They're still cute, damn it.
Ish.
Yeah, no, they're beautiful.
No, but, you know, the thing is, I've always said this about Jeffree Star. He can just walk away from the makeup. He can just walk away from the makeup. He doesn't need that money. He's got investments. Go live your best yak life, dude. He
likes to be in the spotlight.
Correct.
He likes cameras on him. He likes his name in the like he thrives off that. Like even whenever I used to like him, like way in MySpace time, like I always knew about him that he likes to be the center of attention.
He's a show pony, and that's for sure. So he will definitely stay in the game in whatever
until like no one's watching him.
Right.
And I think
that's kind of like what made him, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we have to admit that sometimes we like fault people who have these personality traits that sometimes when things go left, we find them undesirable. But when things are going well and they are really captivating and really, you know, you just want to be near them, you want to watch them, you want to be involved, it's that same personality that made you fall in love with them. It just happens that it's gone far left, right? And so instead of seeing the good, now you're seeing what was there all along.
The bad.
Yeah.
It is amazing when you realize, like, you've been watching someone so long and you really liked them, and then all of a sudden you realize, why have I been watching them this whole time?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like any relationship with anyone, right? Like, could you imagine, like, I don't know, say being married, and you get to a point where it's just like, I'm learning new things about you, and the more I learn about you, the less enchanted I am with you.
The less I like you.
Right?
Well, been there, done that. I'm on number 2 now. I'm just saying. Been there, done that.
Right? But that's a relatable thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that becomes, you know, a little bit easier to understand. So it's just, I mean, it's a sad thing, but I can't bring myself to feel sorry for people who, even if it was for a decade or half a decade, they were able to live out their dreams, just being who they are, just being their best self. Nothing lasts forever. I hope they made some smart investments. And if they've hurt people in the process, I really hope that they use some of the money that those investments have yielded to really atone for their behavior.
Yeah.
I don't see Jeffree doing that.
Oh no, Jeffree's gonna buy as many fucking tacky suits as his
tracksuit.
Oh God.
Oh my God,
Jeffrey,
those suits.
you know what? If you ever hear this one day, can you get a fucking tailor, mamas?
Yeah, honey, you be wearing those suits.
Work with
They're
us.
stacking off of them.
Oh my
Your
God, those suits.
ill-fitting Chanel suits are really pissing me off.
Those are so disgusting.
No, what ticks me off is the cowboy shirts that he wears.
Oh my God. He's trying to play
It's
up that
cosplay. Jeffrey Star's cosplaying a fucking...
So I need to dress like this. Like,
When
girl, go to bed.
When I saw him with the cowboy shirt and the jeans and the boots, I'm like, oh my God, Jeffrey, what happened?
Is that a scarecrow?
Do you guys ever worry about, and this is just like a candid off the cuff question, not saying that I do, but do you guys ever worry about like the mental health of these people?
Yeah.
I only say that because I feel like I don't think we as people were built to get this much feedback from everyone at once. Mm-mm. I don't think it's natural.
I mean, I can definitely imagine that taking a toll on people.
Yeah.
Like Trisha Paytas, like I'm pretty sure she's going to the gigs, and I feel like Jeffrey is going to the gigs as well.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be hard, right?
Yeah.
Even like Xylie, I know you've experienced, I think everyone here has experienced like getting massive amounts of feedback that you're just like, but wait a minute.
Oh no.
Hold on, bitch, because ain't nobody asked you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it
can be hard.
puts you in like a defensive position.
Absolutely.
Everything that you are like taught about how you're supposed to receive feedback kind of goes out the window when it's coming from thousands or, you know, at that level, at the Jeffrey level, at the Trisha level, at the Shane level, millions of people.
Yeah.
And because people are behind a keyboard, it's so much more worse than what it is like in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Because if in real life, they want to say that.
You know what? I think you make a fantastic point because sometimes I have to remind myself, like, Nikki, just calm down. Because if homie was standing right in front of you, they'd never say it. So just charge it to the head, not the heart. Go get a drink. You know, remember the things that make you happy in life. Go for a run and move the fuck. You absolutely have to. And I think sometimes, like, everything comes with a price.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like, YouTube is work. It definitely is work.
It is.
But it's not, you know, working a strawberry field. It is not, you know, being a maintenance man. It is not, or a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is not, it's a far cry easier than a lot of the jobs that people have. And they get paid a lot less money to work a lot harder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to feel sorry sometimes. Right?
Yeah, it's I don't know, like the negative, like some of the comments like you've shown on Twitter, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. Now I haven't, well, when I was doing my mysterious Trisha Paytas points, I kind of got some really, really bad comments to the point like, I hope your husband XXXXX. I mean, bad.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, girl. The you know how it puts them in like the not spam folder, but like where it doesn't show the comments. Yeah. I was like, oh dear God. You think I killed somebody? What in the hell? People, I was just giving my opinion. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, people can be crazy.
But I mean, but I couldn't imagine. But here's the thing, though. Like, the whole, like, I think that's part of the problem with Jeffrey and Trisha. They want to be in the spotlight so much, they will do anything. Imagine it feeling that you will do anything to get the views.
Right.
And I think Trisha is on this spiral right now where she's literally, I mean, come on, you're doing a spell on TikTok. Are you serious?
Yeah, she's.
What concerns me is, Trisha, do you know what fucking spell you're doing? Because here's the thing. I am a believer, right? I believe that I believe that the universe is a very big place. I feel like there are a lot of powers at play. I believe there are a lot of religious points of view, and I believe that most of them align very similarly.
Yes.
And I know just by the nature of how a ratio works, like they can't all be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I will never discredit anyone's religion.
Mm-hmm.
That said, mostly when I hear these things and they have overlapping values and principles, I'm going to believe it. So I do not think that these things are fake or not real. I believe that they have value and they are true. So Trisha, I say that to say, don't fuck with shit that you don't know what you're doing.
Okay. Amen. 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 And the fact of, the one thing I wouldn't want to do is disrespect people of any kind of religion. Anyway, you believe what you believe. You know, if it makes you happy, it makes you feel like, you know, if that's the way you want to go, that's the way you want to go. I'm not going to disrespect that, and I'm certainly not going to disrespect that in front of millions of people.
No.
Right. It almost as if it makes me believe that she doesn't believe in anything, because she sure doesn't. She believes in money.
Yeah.
Right. She believes in money so much that she will disregard anything in an attempt to attain it or keep it.
Yeah, that's my whole point right there. That's exactly what she's doing. And I think Jeffree Star does the same thing, but I think it turned around and bit him in the ass. Now he's trying to recreate himself. Trisha hasn't hit the point where she's trying to recreate herself yet.
I think Trisha, she had a valid shot at redemption. I mean, because here's the thing, you know, and Xylie, you've heard probably me say this 1,100 times. There was a point where, you know, Trisha was on such a high that to really go against her was almost, I mean, it was suicide for it was criminal. It was suicide for your channel. It was, you know, and the thing is, like, when we as YouTubers, we have to make a choice whenever we cover something, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know what popular opinion is. And just the truth, in case anybody out there wants to know, when you go with popular opinion, you're directly going to be impacted in a couple of ways. Going with popular opinion means that people are more likely to engage with your video for longer. The longer they engage with your video monetarily, that speaks volumes for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The more popular your opinion, the more subscribers that you're going to get. The more subscribers that you get that turn the notification bell on, the more people that are going to be pushed to your next video, right?
Yep.
So there's definitely consequences for saying what's popular and then sort of dissenting from that and being your authentic self.
Yep.
I think Trisha is where we learned that lesson. Because we were definitely, when she was riding her highest wave, we were just like, well, fuck all that.
Yeah, what was that, girl? We see right through that. You were transparent, honey.
Oh, and we paid the cost.
People unsubscribe.
Oh,
really?
Absolutely. Yes. People unsubscribed in droves. Now, I will say that since then, you know, the great thing is you always rebound. You always come back. It's sort of like the old adage. They say that if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you get a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same is true for a lot of fields, including YouTube. If you're not happy with where you are in your YouTube career, keep going. You'll get there. And that's never been more true than in this situation. But like, we were at a time where we were hemorrhaging subscribers because we were not saying
what everybody else wanted you to say.
People wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But I think we're all left with, you know, do we want to be our authentic selves and say it? And there was a time where you spoke poorly of Trisha Paytas and you were going to pay the price.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had that a couple of times when I did my live about the person that I will not speak about on this channel anymore because, oh my God. When I did a live.
I hate that I don't know who you're talking about.
Hello Leash.
We are nosy, Xylie.
It was my Hello Leash live, and it was about the ex mods. Well, I hemorrhaged with that one. I hemorrhaged with my take on Mysterious T and the Trisha Paytas thing. But here's the thing, it's how I felt.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and praise people for just to praise them because that's the
popular thing to do.
exactly.
And so,
Exactly.
Xylie, there's something that I'm going to admit to you right now, and I'm going to spill a little tea.
Okay.
And if you want to edit it out in post, you can. But for everyone out there listening, there was a time where Xylie and I and a few other friends, we would talk every single day.
Yep.
Like every single day, and not just like, oh hey, how you doing, checking in. Like we were grounded to one another. And I used to always tell Xylie, I used to always tell Mocha, Xylie and I are very similar.
We are.
Extraordinarily similar. So when you say that you were just being your authentic self, I understand that so heavily. And I know that when you say, I'm going to be me and the consequences, I'll just have to deal with them as they come. I know you mean that from the bottom of your heart. Because when I say it, I mean it, and we're very similar.
Oh, yeah. You and I used to have talks about that. And, and like you were catching a lot of shit for something. I don't remember what it was. But
oh, when am I not catching shit?
And I was like, listen, I'm like, dude, we're so similar. We have those kind of personalities. Either you love us or you hate us. But the one thing you can't call us is a liar. You can't call us a liar because I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. You're the same way.
Exactly.
You are the exact same way. Now, granted, that caused us to, bump heads a little bit. But I mean, you know what? Who doesn't go through that? Just saying. Who doesn't go through that? But when it boils down to it, I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, and I think that when you can bump heads like that and still maintain a relationship, those relationships are more authentic and genuine than ones where you're sort of always acquiescing to each other's opinion.
Yes.
Because in those, you're not the dialogues aren't real, the conversations aren't real,
Like Trisha and Moses.
Mocha with the sneakness.
Oh, Mocha's good for a sneak.
She really is.
She'll work one in.
And I'm pretty sure she was shimmying when she said that. I just pictured in my mind she was shimmying when she said that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because just to let y'all know, if y'all haven't watched Tea Time, Mocha, there's two people on the internet that have the best shimmies when they're talking. Number one is Mocha, and number two is Sharita. They have the best shimmies in the game. I'm telling y'all now, they have the best shimmies in the game. I'm just saying.
So much. I just watched Sharita's video today. She has one out about Are you aware of the Juvia's Place fiasco that's happening right now with the girl Chi and the old girl?
Yeah, the one that she was putting on the makeup and she said that slur.
But here's the thing: we've all known that Chi ain't shit for a minute.
See, I don't know who she is.
Girl, you're
not missing much.
That's why, they have, gorgeous products, Julia's Place. I can't buy them. I was like, girl, I just don't believe in anything that you're saying. What you're trying to sell. I can't.
Which brings back to the stop attaching your personal likeness to your brand. Yeah. In 2022.
Wait a minute. So the person who was putting on the makeup, she's the one that owns it?
Yes, she owns it. And so I think allegedly, I think the biggest mistake, I'll call it back to, I think the best success you're going to have right now is be the man or woman behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Be the man or woman behind the curtain and just run the business as a businessman or a businesswoman. Which really, it sucks because a lot of it depends on how much you're able to charm people and how much you're able to be relatable and how much you're able to draw them in. And it might bring you a lot of success if you're really good at that early on. Mm-hmm. But somebody's going to start digging at the skeletons in your closet, babes, and you're going to lose most of what or be smart, use that, invest really intelligently on the front end. That way, when your fucking ship gets sunk, you got a couple life rafts.
I didn't know she owned it. I thought that was an influencer or somebody. I didn't know that was the owner.
Oh, the
girl in the video.
Yeah.
that was influencer.
Oh,
But,
okay.
yeah, that was influencer.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about the owner of Juvia's Place. What did she say about it?
Oh,
She posted the video.
Chi ain't shit. Chi ain't been shit for
Yeah,
for several years. Chi was a piece of work.
Really? See, I didn't know all that.
Chi when she docked Sam. I was like, all right, we're done.
No, are you serious?
Talking mess on Jackie Aina, putting out like personal like information, and like she's something else. That Chi.
How does she still have a business after doing all that?
Well,
I don't know.
how is James Charles still around?
Well,
How
okay,
is
all right,
Jeffree
good
Star
point.
still around?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh my God! And speaking of Sam, I just want to send again because I know I messaged you, Nikki. I just want to send my condolences to y'all because I know she meant a lot to y'all. Yeah. I know she was a really, really good friend, and I love the fact that you have her saying period. Yes. When I first, because I saw you had put out on Twitter, hey, does anybody have a recording or, tell us how we can do it or whatever. And then I saw it when the first video came out that it had it on there. I kind of shed a tear for y'all because I know how much that meant to y'all.
Yeah.
She does.
I can't. There will be people, and we don't have to go into that, but there will be people who will say their things about Sam, but all I can say is what Sam was to us, and the person that we saw Sam here for the T as, and she was a person who saw, we're still small now, but we were even smaller when she, I wouldn't even say took an interest, but acknowledged that we existed, and she was so helpful. I think it is not lost on us that we are a tiny blip of the internet, Right. We're just a tiny part, and we're grateful for being able to be a part of people's day. And we love that so much, but still, we have to humbly say that, we're a pretty tiny brand at this point.
Right.
And the kindness that she extended to us when we were even smaller than we are now, that woman will always have my loyalty. From here and forevermore.
I can't blame you for that. I can't blame you for that at all. And honestly, when it boils down to, that's all that matters is how they treated you. That's all that matters is how she treated you and how good she was to you. And
in addition, like some of the people who have negative things to say, Sam was 80% or better on the right side of each issue. She was just if there's a right or a wrong, she was on the right side, and she only pissed off people who were on the other side of that issue.
Right.
And if I'm saying that that's the right side, well then guess what their side is.
Sneak this again. I told y'all they can read people like nobody's been. But no, I mean, when that came out, I had just woken up and I'm seeing it all over Twitter. And the first thing I thought of was like, oh my God, please let me go message them because I know how close they were with her, and I could only imagine how that feels because I haven't had that experience yet. I haven't had somebody close to me in that kind of sense pass away. So, I felt for y'all. I instantly felt for y'all because I knew how much she meant to y'all, know.
And, we got the news from, it was actually Ashley Kyle.
Yeah, she was like,
and she was like, call me immediately. And we were just like, because, Ashley never says, stop what you're doing right now. I need to talk to you at this moment.
Right.
And so from then, I didn't know what was happening. In my mind, I was like, oh God, someone's attacking us again. That she's gotten wind of some sneak attack that's gonna happen. Let's batten the hatches. We gotta get our defenses up. What are we gonna do? And it was exponentially worse. I'd rather it would have been that.
Yeah.
Told us. She was crying with tears.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. That wasn't a good day.
That was the week in general.
Yeah.
Was really traumatic. So.
Well, rest in peace here for the tea.
Yes, honey.
Most
Absolutely,
definitely.
rest in peace here for the tea. I'm glad that you did get to know her, and I'm glad you were able to get a friendship with her. I'm happy
Oh,
for you with
absolutely.
that. Definitely.
Super supportive. I mean, homegirl used to sit on the phone with us for hours. I remember she was like, "So I'm doing my YouTube comeback. This is what I'm thinking. I want to get your guys' opinion." And we couldn't be the two worst people to ask, because we would have just said, "Girl, fart in the mic for an hour. We don't care." You know.
We just
But
want
when
to
I
see
tell
you
you,
back.
Sam had the tea on everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that about her, that she just knew everything that was going on. But she was in the game for so long, though. I guess so.
She really was YouTube's gossip girl.
Mhm.
Like, she really, like, I think when she first came up with it, it was like a little joke to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "Nah, girl, you YouTube's gossip girl. Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you don't get it. Like, you are that bitch, and forever will be."
No, she definitely will be.
It's rest in peace here for the tea, aka Sam. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. So that about wraps it up. Thank you everybody for listening to episode number 15 of the Just Saying podcast, and say goodbye to Mocha and Nikki from Tea Time.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much, Xylie, for having us. We had a super fun time.
Oh, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And we will see you in the next live stream. Bye.
Bye.